Hello, welcome back. It's time to work on our technique a little bit. So just as we have every time during the balance choreography, we're going to start with some rising and some falling, and then the same with the sword or the prop, whatever you're using on our heads. I have not made it easy for myself today. I am wearing a scarf around my hair because it is Fantabulous Friday, so I'm all dressed up, and it is dragging on my costume. So this may be extra hilarious. We will see. But to begin with, we're going to bend our knees softly into a normal belly dance position and come up onto the balls of our feet. Get secure there, and we are going to go down for 3, 2. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, and down for 2, up for 2, and down for 2, up for 2, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, shake out your legs, shake out your shoulders if you need it. Get your balance prop. We're going to do that again. So, as I have said, it is easier if you get up onto the balls of your feet before you put the prop on your head. The alternative for this, and in fact for a whole choreography, is not to come onto the balls of your feet at all. You may find that makes some movements jerk through your body as you're just getting used to them. You may find it makes you more stable. Try either today or try both, but either way, we're putting our props on our heads. Make sure it is nicely secure before you start. And we are going down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Prop off your head. Give yourself a shake out. Well done. Okay, we have some technique to look at today. So, if you are feeling like you wanted an extra challenge in the last choreography, you may have looked at my camel video. If you didn't, we're going to go over camels now, and then we're going to try them travelling. So, camels. This is a name given, but it might be for now, to a rocking movement. Looks like this. Big ripple, or just a little lower hips ripple. Now in Egyptian dance, we normally don't use the chest lift. We can, make a big one, but it's normally restricted to just down here. And you'll probably be very glad to hear that for our balance choreography, we are using the little wave just down here. So here's how we make that wave. If you get yourself secure with one foot a little ahead of the other, just makes it more comfortable. We're going to let the hips rock back. Tail comes out. So we lean forward, so the weight is on the front foot, tail is relaxed. We then pull the hips in, pull the pelvis up, and we rock back. Let the tail out. So it's with the tail out, rock forward, pull the tail in. With the tail in, rock back, let the tail out. So it's with it out, forward, in, back, out. Forward, in, back, out. Forward, in, back, out. Rolling it a little slower, we go forward, in, back, out. Forward, in, back, out. Forward, in, back, out. Forward, in, back, out. If you want, you can go back and watch the video I made of camels. It should be right at the end of the last choreography. However, for now, we're going to look at what to do when we travel with them. Now, if you can't travel with a camel yet, if it all goes wrong, just do what I'm going to show you now. If you can, that's brilliant. If not, traveling with the camel is literally just hips come out as you take a step on the other foot, hips come in when you step together, hips come out as you take a step here, hips come in as you step together, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, together. And yes, I'm walking on the diagonal to give you more of a view of my hips rather than just going out, together, out, together, out, together. You can't really see what I'm doing. So, going this way, we are going to go step forward, hip comes out, step together, hip comes in, and bring the pelvis in, into line, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, and change, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, and change, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, and change. Now, if you can, turn that back and forth into a camel. We're going out, together, out, together, out, together, out, and change, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, and change. Now make the steps smaller. This is all very well for here's what we're doing. It's not going to look good. Now you want a little step, a big roll. So we're going out, together, out, together, out, together, out, and change, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, and change. I actually find it very difficult to count outs and togethers because my brain isn't saying out together, it's just saying camel. If it's easy if you just think I camel and I step as I camel, don't listen to me counting out togethers. In fact, I'll stop counting out togethers for now. Do it in your head if it helps. So we're just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to change. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to change. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to change. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to change. Now just to demonstrate, you can do these just going in a straight line as well. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's a little harder to see what the hips are doing there though, which is why I had this on the diagonal. So for our choreography, you're going to get to choose what you do with your camels as long as you're travelling. So if you're thinking, oh, I can't do that horizontally, or it's a bit weird going sideways, pick the one that works for you. You can even just do them going backwards. 1, 2, looks quite nice. Looks really funny when you do the reverse going backwards and you look, ooh, not such a good look. Maybe you don't want to do that one. Maybe you do, I don't know. Anyway, let's go. That is our travelling camel. One more piece of technique I want to put in today is the 1 hip figure 8. Now I don't mean doing half an 8, we've done that before, just doing a circle on 1 hip or a circle on 1 hip. This is a figure 8 just drawn by 1 hip. And we have a couple of options for that. Probably the easiest one is to do a circle, and a circle like this with your hips. So the front hip pushes forward, lifts up, comes back, drops down, back, up, middle, down. So to do that, you want your foot on the floor and a hip drop type position. And you're going to start by dropping the hip, like a hip drop, coming forwards, twisting the hip a little to bring it forwards, lifting the hip, coming back, dropping the hip again, bringing it back. This is coming back as well as back, I'm afraid. Here, try to do as little as you can. Lifting the hip, bringing it forward, dropping it back. So you get a little 1 and a 2. Circle over here and a circle over here and a circle over here, a circle over here. This is one hip figure 8, which you can do. The other, which I prefer but which you might find a little harder to balance with, is a flat figure 8 like this. If I show you as my hip is up, and we go forward, out, around and in. And then we go back, out, around and in. So we go a circle on this side, and a circle on this side, circle on this side, and a circle on this side. And when I do it like this, you don't really see much, but it looks like a big hip movement. Yes? It's quite nice. What you do then is you follow through with the legs. You let your foot come up, you're sort of keeping it pressed, and you go 1, 2. And now this big hip movement, if you can see my leg or my foot, which I don't think you can, looks like it's a big leg movement. Really swishy leg. If I bring it up, it looks like this. But it all comes from the hip. Do those on the other side too, so we don't ache. But I promise you, that was still the hip movement, just with the foot released. Do not draw circles on the floor with your foot. Or you can, because if you want to just doodle on the floor, that's fine, and let your hip come through. But really, the movement is initiated from the hip. So on this hip, we'll do the vertical first, and then the horizontal, we go down, forward, up, back, down, back, up, forward, down, forward, up, back, down, back, up, forward. And we turn those into our circles on the hip. It's quite nice to do something that's focusing on one side when you've had a lot of, and now we go this way, now we go that way, both hips equal. Just a little accent. Using one hip can be very nice. For the other version, we go forward, out, around and in, back, out, around and in. We make it easy to do it than it is to say it or demonstrate it. Go out and out, around and around and around and around and around and around. Then we release the foot and it's around and around, around and around, following through with the foot to get a really big, relaxed, loose figure 8 on one hip. Practice all of those, see what suits you best. You choose your travelling camel of choice and your figure 8 of choice for the choreography in a minute. I'll see you then.